Yo, what's going on, everyone? DBougie86 here, bringing you another random review. How you guys doing today? I'm back doing some random reviews for you guys, and what I got for you guys today is one of the new releases from Artsploitation Films. And if you don't know anything about that company, I did a few reviews for them in the past. They release a lot of cool sounding and interesting looking titles from other countries. And this one's no exception. This one comes from Argentina, and it goes by the title of Children of the Night. This film also goes by the title of Limbo. That's actually the title that comes up on the screen. I believe that's its original title for this film. Now, let's get into the main plot of this one. We're introduced to our main character, Alicia. Alicia, I believe her name is. She's a journalist. She gets a email in at her work, and the email describes this place called Limbo, where these children have this rare skin disease, and they're all there. It's like an orphanage type deal. So she's very interested in this story. So what she does is she ends up going out to this Limbo orphanage, and she meets the head of the orphanage, who's like I believe her name is Erda in the film. She's actually the one who sent this email out to Alicia, and she's like a nurse, and she's very religious type character in the film, and she teaches the kids about religion and stuff, and takes care of them pretty much in this place. What starts happening while she stays here in this place, Alicia starts seeing things that wouldn't seem unusual to her, like children go out at night, they sleep during the day. Then she starts recognizing some of the kids' faces from missing children posters that were in her like work area, and then even stranger things happen. Like this one kid, she actually recognized from when she was a little girl. He was actually the kid that took care of her as a little girl, because you find out later that she was really sick and she's like a hemophobic, hemoglobin later on in the film. And then she just realizes and she finds out the truth that these group of children are actually vampires that were turned from adult vampires, because it's a sin to actually drink children's blood, but these vampires are called vampire sinners, and they group together in this place called Limbos, and you find out there's actually these Limbos all over like the world for these children. And what else you find out is that you find out that there's these group of men called the angel executioners, which are hunting these children down because they're unholy creatures. And they find this out that they're in the area of this Limbo, and a few kids get picked off, and it's up to the kids to try to survive against these angel executioners. And that's pretty much the main plot of the film. Now, my thoughts on it. It's a very interesting film, I have to say. It's very well acted, and I love the setting of this film in this like big like building, like I think it's like a mansion, the way I describe it, out in the middle of like the secluded wood area. It's really beautiful and has beautiful like nighttime shots to it, and the acting, because it is a foreign film, I can't really say that the acting is bad in this film, but with that being said, it's very slow moving, the story, because it is a slow burn, and some people like I myself like slow burning films, so I can see like this one like pushing a few people back a step. It has some interesting ideas, especially with like some new things in the vampire mythology that I really liked. Like they introduced this character known as the Count in the film. He's a little boy. He's actually on the cover of the film, and he's the 90-year-old grandson of Dracula. And it goes out like this big conspiracy between Bram Stoker, and it's really cool. And I liked how they introduced that mythology into the film. And another thing that I had to say, like, because the director of this film is Ivan Knoll. I don't really know much about his work, but he actually directed, wrote, scored, and shot the film. He did like the cinematography work also, and he did the music for the film. Now, for the music itself, because this film does have a few comedic tones to it, some of the music doesn't really fit those scenes well. And there's another thing that I didn't like was this weird like love relationship between Alicia and the boy, because even though they're supposedly like the same age, because the boy's like 33, I believe he says in the film, it just comes off odd and weird. But you'll see what I mean when you watch the actual film. And I did like all the like the good like one thing I did like about the music was it has, if you could hear in the background in these like scenes like the church and the baptism, I really liked the music in those scenes. And another thing I liked was the ending, because the ending has like this insane like payoff where there's a lot of like blood and gore and craziness, and the music's like this high dubstep like crazy feel to it, which I did enjoy. And I did enjoy this film for what it is. It's a decent watch. Probably not the best Artsploitation release of the ones I've seen so far, but it is not a terrible watch by any means. If I had to rate it, I'm going to give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. I do recommend everyone check out Children of the Night, especially if you like vampire films and you want a few like new ideas from them. Highly recommendable. Alright guys, that's all I got for you for this review, so I'll see you next time when I do a review. And I'll see you then. Peace out.